want to focus this morning primarily on the high stakes and chaotic learn and work ecosystem that we're really all living in. So I'm going to go higher, probably 30,000 foot level, about what some of us are seeing happening in the ecosystem more broadly. But because it's Saturday morning, I really want to start with a game of Jeopardy. So if you would just indulge me and pretend that I'm Alex Trebek for a few minutes. So here's our Education Jeopardy board. I don't know if you can see this, but I want you to know it's really authentic. So the categories are higher education finance, digital divide, learn and work ecosystem, career and technical education, value of degrees, and community college baccalaureate. We're going to start with the category of learn and work ecosystem for 200. And the answer is there are more than 738,000 of these. Well, I'm going to pretend for a moment that I'm Mary Alice McCarthy now. And she's going to be buzzing in because I know she knows this answer. So, all right, we got the buzz going. So the answer is, what is the number of unique credentials in the United States? Degrees, certificates, industry certifications, licenses, apprenticeships, and other credentials. Like industry certifications, certificates, digital badges, micro-credentials. I'm pretty sure I'm hearing Deb Bragg buzzing in on this one. And the question is, what is the area of greatest growth in the learn and work ecosystem right now? That number of unique credentials in the US, more than 738,000, is really a large, startling number. What this means is the traffic on the learn and work highway is really complicated, chaotic, and faster moving than ever before. How are students, employers, educators, and policymakers to understand and navigate our systems? And how are we to improve our highways for all of our stakeholders in the face of this growth? And improve means building new on and off ramps, putting in more lanes, more pathways on the highway, fixing the potholes, putting up better signage, putting in driving rules using a common language that we can all understand, and ensuring that we have traffic controllers for accountability and quality assurance. Do we have some of that in place? Well, yes, of course we do. Do we have a highway system that's working for everyone? No, we don't. Lumina Foundation is supporting the vision of a GPS system, that's what I like to call it, that would help folks navigate the credentialing highway. Well, continuing in the spirit of our Saturday morning together, I'd like to share some cartoons to underscore many of these concerns. We commissioned these cartoons several years ago to try to communicate what we meant by credentialing concerns. We thought that they would become quickly dated, but unfortunately they're not dated, not yet. So I hope you can, I know you can't see that at the other end, but there's four folks sitting at a poker table. One guy's holding a license, another person's holding 3 digital badges, a third is holding a degree, a fourth is holding industry certification and a certificate. And the caption is, who's holding the best hand? It's hard to tell. So what do we think such a system would look like when it was working well, if it was working well? And I have to thank Mary Alice McCarthy for helping me think through this when I said, what would it look like if we had a connected, nobody understands what we're even talking about when we say we need a connected system. So here's what we think it would look like. First, individuals would be moving seamlessly through the labor market using a variety of credentials. Will the credentialing ecosystem be like in the future? What will be the credentials of value? What will be the assessments to measure when folks are work ready? And who's going to do those assessments? And are we on the right path to improve our systems? If not, what course corrections are needed? That means school districts cannot put off taking action now to determine if and how the curriculum should be changing to prepare students for what some are calling a tidal wave of change. And the projection is that half of all babies born in the US in 2007 and after will live to 104, half. And many other nations are predicting large numbers of their populations will live into their early hundreds. Japan is predicting 107. Well, you may have also heard the projection that the first person who will live to 150 has already been born.
Thank you for making the time. I know how very busy you are, but we've gotten you a little present, so put this on your desk and use it to sign and write letters. It's a pen that has CCBA on it, and just keep us in mind. We think that we are part of that solution, aren't we? Aren't we the connection? So we're really excited. Thank you for your support
Thanks so
and
much.
for taking your time to be with us.